good hours now.
All right. I'm really excited for this dish because it's such a simple dish, but it was actually very hard. I am in, what do you call it? I'm actually in Chile, and it took me like 3 hours to track down the pomegranate molasses. All right, let me go on that side.
Okay,
So,
bravo.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I had to go to, I don't know, 3 different stores to find it. And,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, tell me why you picked this recipe.
Well, it's very traditional in Iran. It actually comes from North Iran, but now everyone makes it, and it's a beloved dish. People love it. It's very good for winter and like fall, because there is the pomegranate ready, and also walnuts. People love this mixture, and that's why I chose it. Even here in Europe, it may be first tricky to find it, but then if you know, there are Arabic shops, there are Persian shops, and then it's easy to get. But at first, I agree that it's hard to find a place to buy it.
So I remember you saying that this is a dish that is frequently made for the solstice, right?
It's
the shortest
a
day of the
stew.
year in the northern hemisphere.
Oh yeah, yeah, because that is my name comes from that. It's called Yalda's night, and this is the night that traditionally people believe that the sun is born. Like because the days start to get longer and longer, they believe, okay, the sun is born, and they celebrate it because then the time for agriculture would be good. The time for everything is getting like the days are getting longer. And in that time, they also, many families actually make this dish.
So yeah, I thought it was really cool that your name, you said, is solstice. This dish is solstice.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and it's only 4 ingredients. You want to go over the ingredients?
Oh yeah. So here, let's show you. I have a chicken breast. I have a cup of walnuts. I have an onion. I have the pomegranate sauce, oil for sure, and salt and pepper. And if you want to make it a little bit like less watery, you can use a spoon of flour, but it's not mandatory. Many people do not use it. I just put it so that you know that it can be used. So that's it. And I have to explain that it is a stew. So usually we serve it with rice. We make steam cooked rice, and it goes with that. But it's not, as I said, it doesn't matter right now. You can have it on its own, alone. You can have it with bread. But know that it is traditionally served as a stew, which always comes with rice in Iran.
Well, I have some quinoa made up already, so maybe I'll serve it over that.
Okay,
but
that would be good too.
But no,
yeah.
I do have lots of rice I could cook, but I haven't. Now, I couldn't get chicken breast.
Okay.
But basically, this is, it's a chicken breast with the bones still on it, so I can cut it really quick.
Yeah, mine is the same. I will cut it and I will use it. If you do not like breast, you can also use the thighs. You can, but it's much easier to use the chicken that is easily cut and everything. Yeah.
And I couldn't, like online, I couldn't figure out how to, because I'm in Chile, I have to ask in Spanish for the ingredients. and I couldn't find out what walnuts was called in Spanish. And then when I went to buy it, they're called butterfly nuts. And if you look really close, it looks like a butterfly. I never thought of it.
Oh,
So
cool.
nueces mariposas.
For me, it looks like a brain.
Looks like a brain nut. Yeah.
Oh, it's brain
Actually, in
nut?
homeopathy,
But we do
in
say we need this for the
homeopathy,
birthday.
in homeopathy medicine, they say since it looks like brain, it's good for brain. And that's actually true because because it has all kinds of these oils that are nice for the health of our brain.
And it took me like 3 hours and 5 stores, but I was able to track down the pomegranate molasses sauce.
Wait,
And while I was there, some fresh hummus.
Ooh,
Yalda,
nice.
what does it says there?
Well, actually, it's written Arabic. I know a little Arabic. It says, the first thing in red is the name of the brand. And below it, like beneath it, it says that it is natural. And then the black one, it says it is the molasses of pomegranate. But
Turn it around and show. Look how many languages are on the back of it.
good,
Each one of these
because
is a different language.
nice.
It's
Good because also
yeah.
mine is Arabic. It's not made here in and
But I don't
my
think it's in Spanish. Oh, no, it's not in Spanish. Look,
Every language.
Portuguese. No, yeah,
I'm sure it's
English.
Spanish.
No, it's not in Spanish. I
okay.
think Russian.
But it's so the letters are. But here it's got a little label in Spanish on the top.
Oh yeah, look here on the top they added in Spanish, but
They
here
added it.
everything
Okay.
German, French,
Yeah.
So
English.
it's probably not popular in Spanish
Greek.
cultures. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
are you ready to start cooking? Now, what kind of pan do I
Yes.
need? Do I need a fry pan or a big pan? I have both.
Well, just to because everything I will at the end put in the pan. So if your ingredients are so much, you use a big pan. Mine is this one. Let me show you. Mine is this one. So it's not too big. It's not too small. That's what I'm going to use. Yeah. So let's start. Okay, this is that. So at the beginning, I will start grinding the onion. You can also cut it in small pieces, but I think it's better grinding it because then you can't see it in the food. It will go away. So let's start doing it.
That's a good idea. Get it really, really small.
You're grinding without crying?
Pardon?
You're grinding without crying?
Oh, it will make me cry, but so far I'm doing well. Soon I will start crying.
Now, I always save bread in the US. I can get the molasses really easily. I actually use this to make a lemonade. I put a little bit of this in water, and it's like sweet and sour at the same time. And for me, it seems like it's a very super healthy lemonade.
Nice. I didn't think of that. That's a very good idea.
So that's I grew up. We would make sumac lemonade, and to me, it tastes very similar. Okay.
Okay. So now that my onion is ready.
Well, we're just putting this onion in the pan, right?
Not right now, in a minute, but let's have it ready so that, okay. Now I have it ready. And the thing I'm going to do is with the pan, I'll turn on the stove.
Yeah, this is great. The grating of the onions like this, it's really small.
I feel like I will cry.
I'm crying.
The
You don't see
girl
me
is
crying?
crying.
I'm so sad.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
So
You can cry with happiness.
Do you fry with onions in your country, Yalda?
yeah, everywhere, but people try so many different things to get rid of it. Like they chew gum, they say it reduces it, or they put you know matches, the one that you turn on light with, turn on fire. They say that if you put this around your nose because of the how do you say this? Sulfur, because of the sulfur. Yeah, it may cause you have less pain and less crying, but I never tried.
Some people say if you
chewing gum.
some people say if you put the onion in the refrigerator and get it cold, it's better too.
Yeah, that also I've heard. Yeah.
You need to get a pair of goggles or
I've tried every trick and none of them work.
It doesn't work. Okay, now I put, okay, this is the pan. I put some olive oil in it, right? And now I add the onions. Sorry, the walnuts. So I roast the walnuts for a while.
And you have to break the walnuts up? Or how big?
Actually, you have to, but the way I do it, I will put it in the mixer, the food. It's much easier. So I first roast them, and then I will put it in here. But if you don't have it, you can make them very small. Like
I think mine are already dried and roasted. So do you get yours? You have raw walnuts?
I have what?
Do you have ones that are not dried?
Dry.
I'm starting to cry.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
It's your
I'm
fault,
sorry.
Yalda. Your fault.
Do you get walnuts that are not dry? Do you get fresh ones?
No, it is dry. I just roast them because it tastes. Not roast, sorry, I fry them because it tastes much better. Everything tastes better by frying.
Good, Yalda.
Look at,
You made me cry,
look at
Yalda.
Laura's
Oh,
crying.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my nose is also dripping. So okay, maybe it was a better idea
I'm
to cut them in.
because of happiness. I'm not sad, so don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Okay, this is the cry of joy.
You said this recipe is something that is very common to make, but only in the winter or all year?
No, they make it all year because the ingredients you can find all year. This is the walnuts are ready,
Olive
and
oil
also
or...
it is olive oil. I used olive oil. You can also use vegetable
we
oil.
have olive oil, but wait.
Yeah,
One
here.
second.
This is my olive oil. But if you don't, you can use vegetable oil, butter even if you don't, if you want. I just use the
Well, let's see, in the pan with the oil, did you put just the nuts or you put the onions on?
just the nuts. I'm just frying the nuts.
For
Nothing
how
else.
long?
Just to make them a little bit different color. So now it's
Okay.
ready. You can see that it is already finished. Okay, so now I will put them back
Did you
inside
make the
their.
nuts a powder or how small did you make the nuts?
What is a powder? Sorry.
How small did you make the nuts?
Yeah, because smaller better, because then when you are eating it, it doesn't come underneath like not cooked or something like a big piece. As I said, I will put it in the food processor, so it will completely become very, very, very small.
Okay.
Yalda, when you can we see your brand of oil or oil?
Oh, yeah. So
I
this
have
is
two.
what I use,
Kind of oil.
but I'm
olive oil.
in Italy.
Are you still
Oh,
crying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry you're still crying.
I think this one is olive oil, but according to this, it's made.
Oh
here
yeah, it's very good.
because of the weather. Or we have
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one
it's very good
also.
because it's extra virgin.
I think it's like canola.
Whichever you prefer. Yeah, canola is also good, whichever you prefer. I used olive, you can use canola. It's not mandatory. Many people do not use olive oil for frying their.
Walmart, but the Latin version of Walmart. It's just a copy.
Ah,
So funny.
okay. Yeah.
All right, so I've got the nuts.
Yes, I know.
Good. So your nuts are already fried. You see that
No,
they
I
are a
haven't
little bit
started
changed.
yet. I put them in,
Ah,
but
okay.
I couldn't,
Okay.
mine were not broken, so I had to try to break them a little bit.
Okay. So meanwhile, I will put the onion.
They're not broken either.
She said she put it through the food processor and made it like powder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will put it in food processor. It's much easier for me. Okay, now I will put in the same pan that I fried the nuts. I will put the onion. So
Oh yeah, I think I have.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm just starting the nuts myself.
Okay, let me do. Okay, that's good. And since it is getting ready, I will start cutting the breast into small pieces. And like not very small, it's not a matter, but as you prefer.
And so you just basically toasted the nuts a little bit and now you're frying the onions.
Thank you for the word. I was searching a lot for the word toast. I was like, not frying, not not cooking, not thank you. I just toasted, and then now I'm adding the chicken to the onion.
You cut it into
chicken-
cubes.
It's not chicken breast. So
Yeah, I'm cutting.
Do you need the?
I'm almost done frying. These are some pomegranate. Braiding it like that makes it more frying than usual. Can we see this on the camera? So you take the skin off and then are you cutting it? What size are
Yes.
you cutting?
Yeah, the skin off, and then I cut it in, as you said, cubes.
Cute.
Yeah.
And when I went to
And
the
I
market this
also,
morning, I was late. They had already sold
if
out
you
all
can,
the
if you can get also rid of the bone, it's very good. Otherwise, when it is cooked, just take it away. So my chicken is also ready.
I always save the bone to make soup later.
Yeah, you can do that too. Very good.
But we're just cutting the chicken to like little cubes.
Okay.
You want to cut some of it? You wanna cut- Just cutting it like cubes for like bite size.
Okay, as this is cooking, then I will make the sauce. Okay, how would I? Okay, for doing that, I will turn on this food processor. So to the food processor, I add.
What are you putting in the blender?
I'm putting the toasted walnuts. Then I put. Okay, it depends on your taste. Some people put 3-4 spoons. I put half a cup of this. How do you call it?
Now, can
Pomegranate.
you not put it in the blender and then it just ends up being more textured, right?
Pardon?
If you don't put it in the blender, it just has more texture. It's not so smooth.
It doesn't matter, no, because the blender just mix it with the walnuts. You can do it outside. Many people, if they don't have the blender, just outside they mix it. So, but I do it inside. I add the.
So yeah, you don't have to put it in the blender.
Okay. So I added that, and the trick here that it's a Persian trick, not everybody does that, is that to add cold water to this sauce, because then it causes the walnuts to release their oil and it tastes better in the stew. You can also do it inside the pan. So when you add it, your sauce, when it's cooking, every now and then just give a little bit shock with to the walnuts by adding a little bit of cold water. So now that my onions are a little bit fried, I add my chicken.
But you only add the pomegranate like right at the end.
I can't hear you. Who was it and what did they say?
Or after the chicken is almost cooked.
Hello? Where is the problem with the sound? Can I hear the question again?
Do you have a preferred type of rice to eat this with?
Do I have a preferred what?
What kind of rice do you eat?
I usually make basmati rice. I like that one. So to my chicken, I add a little bit salt and pepper.
Now, do you make this with any other kind of meat, or it's always chicken?
Yes, you can also make it with beef. You can. Some people even add tofu. I don't like it at all. But yeah, you can do it. Yeah, to make it vegan.
And how about other kinds of nuts?
You mean something like pork? Like no. So I said already that they make it with beef. With no, fish, I've never heard.
With different kinds of nuts.
Nuts? Oh, nuts? No. You just make it with walnuts. I heard meat. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Only one. Yeah. Meat, yes, you can switch, but the nuts is always the walnut. Yeah. Okay. So now
Yalda, how does the onion should be like? Yalda, you're mute. I can't hear you. No, I think you press a button. You're mute.
I'm so
I
sorry.
can hear
From
you
when
now.
I was muted? Okay, from when was I muted? Uh, so, okay, I said I'm going to make the sauce, and here is the to see it, the chicken and the onions. So the onions was just a little, were just a little bit fried. It's not something,
Okay.
yeah,
I think we
very
put it too
crucial.
much onion, so
Yeah, I'm
is-
making a lot more. I'm
so
making
it's,
4 times.
it's taking more to fry.
I'm making
Well,
4
actually, onions are making it delicious, so don't worry.
Yeah,
Okay,
we will show you. Like it's getting like this, or maybe
this is
the
is that the
pressure of
chicken
the.
inside it?
No, this is the
The walnuts. Ah, okay, you
the
have too much walnuts. But
yeah.
did you add it to the? But okay, okay, so
But
yeah,
mine,
it shouldn't be
my
a problem.
recipe is 4 times what yours is. Mine is 4 times.
Yeah, you're making a lot. Okay, I understand. I'm living alone, so I can't eat that much. Okay, so right now this is my chicken getting ready, and now I'm going to switch to the sauce. Okay, there is the walnuts. I added the pomegranate molasses, and now I'm adding a little bit cold water. Okay, and sorry, if you think it would be a bad noise, I can mute it. Let me do it. So I can mute.
She's blending.
You are part of the blender and the other one fried.
Sorry. So here is the sauce. I put, as I said, the walnuts toasted, the pomegranate molasses, and then I added a little bit of cold water, and this is how it is. And my chickens are almost ready because they are white. Like you should just fry them as they are not completely raw. And right now, I think they're almost ready here. So soon I will add the juice.
Yalda, when you put it
Yes.
on the blender, you have to put chicken and
No.
not chicken, just the how do you call it? The almond? No,
The-
not
the
almond.
nuts.
Nuts, yeah.
The nuts,
Um,
the molasses, and some water, right?
Yeah, how much water?
Yes. Just a little bit, so that first you can see half a cup, because
What
you want
blender do
the
you
grind.
use?
What do I use? What's that?
I'm still
Um,
crying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, yeah, perfect. You can use it.
Just put a little water on the bottom.
Yes. First add the walnuts, then
Okay.
first the walnuts, then a little bit of the pomegranate juice, and then the water, because you want the and the water should be cold, as I said. Okay, now here is my chicken, and I'm adding the juice. Okay. Since I still have a lot of thing inside this, I add a little bit of cold water again. It will evaporate when we are cooking, so don't worry about it. And here. Okay, perfect. So I did it. If your pomegranate juice is not is very sour, you can add a spoon of sugar, but mine is completely sweet, so I don't need sugar.
You know, I wonder if you can use cranberry juice concentrate. because it
I
has just
never
about
did that.
yeah, because it has the
Mhm.
same taste than pomegranate, just about.
Okay, okay. If it is, I never used it. I don't know. But
I
if they
wanna
have the
try it.
same,
It has a sour taste, but it doesn't have, it's not thick like molasses.
Mhm,
No, you can
I
get
see.
it. You can get it like that. I have
Cranberry
concentrate.
sauce?
Yeah, I've concentrated cranberry sauce in the refrigerator. So I thought I really have everything, but interesting. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I never tried. If you tried and it was good, let us know. So we can get another recipe, like easy. Okay, so here is the chicken and the juice together, the sauce together. And then the trick is to let it cook as long as possible. Like make the heat low, like as I show you here. If you are using the electric ones, I have no idea how to do it, but a low heat, and then leave the door on, leave the lid on. Okay. Okay. I need to do this. And yes. Okay. And yeah, then you have to just be patient because it will cook by itself, but it just needs to be there for a long time. They say the longer, some people even make the heat very low and leave it from night to morning. Like in the night they make it and they make it very little heat, and then in the morning they turn it off. So they say that the longer it cooks, the better it becomes. I usually leave it cooking for 1 hour. Even less is okay, but as I said, more the
So you
better.
get all night long cooking?
Yeah, that's the secret of Persian dishes. You have to cook them a lot, like a lot. You have to kill the food.
You have to
But
kill the food.
yeah, that's funny. But no, in 1 hour is enough. And every now and then, as I said, you can add a little bit of cold water because, of course, the water will evaporate when you leave it there for a long time. And if you add that, then it wouldn't burn. And cold water is a good shock for the walnuts. If you, okay.
That's very, very simple to make.
Yeah. If you follow those little tricks, like the cold water, toasting the walnuts, and yeah, these kind of small, or grinding the onion, it would be super easy.
But I don't know, it makes me sad to think about grinding the onion again.
You can
know.
cut it in, yeah, you can cut it in small pieces, or you can also use the food processor. Sometimes I do that. I use the food processor to make it, or they have automatic grinder on top of them. It's very useful.
So
Yeah,
you
if you
usually
want,
serve this on top of basmati rice?
exactly.
And do you serve it with anything like hummus or like a salad or?
Yeah, a salad would be nice. Many people use a salad made of little pieces of cucumber, little pieces of tomato, little pieces of onion, and then lemon juice and powder of mint. And they
Powder
serve
of
it
what?
mint.
Mint powder.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it very, very delicious. And they just serve the rice, the stew, and that salad all together.
All right. Thank you very much
Okay.
for sharing this with us.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Yep. I hope you can come on again and share other food from your culture.
Yeah, would be very
Yep.
nice. Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And this is especially good because you said this is for bringing the sun back, and my my full-time job is I'm a solar installer, so I love the idea of bringing the sun. So
Nice, nice, beautiful.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Happy birthday again. Enjoy the meal and nice to meet you,
does
everybody.
anybody have any questions before we wrap up?
Yes, I do.
Okay, please.
Yeah, how does yours look like? Well, she said she
How
has to
does-
cook for at least 1 hour. You know, the longer you let it cook, the better.
I
Right.
wonder.
Yeah, I usually,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, the longer the better, but I usually leave it for 1 hour. But as I said, you have to add water every now and then, otherwise it burns.
Yeah. It's
wonder-
very, very dark.
Yeah.
Yep. It doesn't look good, but it tastes very well.
It doesn't look good. Yeah. And every once in a while you have to add a little water to it.
Yes.
Now, did I
you
make
can
the-
you can leave the lid on because you don't you want everything cooked together.
Right. So,
Yeah, if you
What
all right.
about
Anybody
adding?
have any final questions before we
Yes,
wrap up? And
I do.
talk?
I
Go
do.
for it.
please.
What-
Uh-huh.
Can you use cream fresh to it? If you whether it is too sour or too tart, or would that take the taste away from the nuts?
To add
I
cream
didn't
to
get
it?
A cream fresh, yeah. Because it looks to me this whole thing is a nice idea and cooking it so the chicken gets it, but it's not enough of a sauce really.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think the longer you cook it, the less sour it is also. But
No, I
but it's
don't think it
sweet
gets
and
away the
sour, no?
sourness. It is sweet
No?
and sour. Yes, it should be sweet and sour. Exactly. It shouldn't be completely sweet. It shouldn't be completely sour.
Okay.
Okay. And I mean, you just put
Oh.
you put it over rice,
yeah.
and the rice
Yeah.
makes it so you wouldn't eat this plain. You would eat this over rice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you eat as
Yeah,
much rice
exactly.
or as little rice as you want for spicy. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. You can also add saffron. I think it kills the taste. Some people think it's cool to add saffron. I never do it because it kills the original taste.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
I have a question before you go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
This is is this a recipe originally from Morocco?
What country is it?
No, it's Persian. It's totally Persian. It comes from
Yeah, the store told me it was from Iran.
Iran.
yes, exactly. It's from Iran. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm gonna stop
You're
the
welcome so
recording.
much.
Feel free to stick around.
Happy to share. Pardon?